worth just getting that early like Mask of Madness speed progression.
He might still go like Mask of Madness, but then go for the BKB after instead of.
And DJ does have a TP, so either rotate +1 hero towards top lane or DJ TP. Okay, he's going to TP bottom lane.
Bottom lane is the attack. Nice stun from Moshka. Oh, he's still alive. No, he's not. DJ will come in. The Void to do the job. They've still got the Hadouken creep ready. In 1 second time, he's body blocking up TJ, making it difficult to get away, allowing Scandal his time to rotate down to get the Dream Call follow-up orb. So a 2-for-1 trade-off. And they'll take first blood. There's that glimpse of the rocket barrage we're talking about. Ohaiyo had low 6 shots up his sleeve, and now he's actually going to turn to Firefire. He'll take the kill. He almost got it. He's actually going to get it with a follow-up stun from 3-4-3. He turns aggression. And Ohaiyo is going to trigger regen, Firefly up. He's now going to do it. There's your Hex. 3-4-3 does still have the stun available, which will mean an extra 2 sticky napalm charges. And Ramsey, even Flame breaks back in again, and he'll burn out. That is now 2 very quick deaths, but at the same time, the Invoker was picked off by a
blink for that fight. Yeah.
And with a hero like Jared, I feel having that really timely blink goes a long way.
This wrap around, DJ's going to turn on the darkness, so they won't even see it coming in net. He's ready to fight. He winds himself up, and now Ramsey gets destroyed. The Invoker Sunstrike will do the work. The Hex from 3-4-3 allows to get control, and Net will find that kill as well. The Scandal. Gotta be careful. Maposhka wants to do a little bit more damage than Impetus. Net. Oh, they get the Doom. The denial. The Doom actually allowed DJ to take the kill away from them. The Tier 1 tower on the top lane will still belong here to Team Empire unless DJ's gonna no. Okay, he's going to lose his life for attempted denial. Should lose his life for that. Will lose his life for the attempted denial.
Yep, but Invoker.
They just got onto the Disruptor.
Yeah, and their next smoke is on in 10 minutes, so they have to make this count.
Bottom lane, this is an easier kill when Uplight's a little bit too far out. Sunstrike, enough earlier damage. They're going to find that kick off the Dream Call. Okay, it's not going to do the work Scandal wanted it to do. The shot will be thrown out, but King Out could not hold them in. It's not a guaranteed controller. Even the group's back over on mid when he needs a little bit of space, turns himself around onto Moshka. And King Out's going to drop. Mid one wants to fight.
Man, Ohaiyo even bottling the Invoker like mid one.
This means that Roshan belongs to Fnatic, but no way to Empire bring in reinforcements.
Yeah, and I agree with Tobias. I think that Afterlife in the last fight was just he was just way too far out of position. Like he should kill it.
Oh, Fnatic just didn't wait long enough.
No. Ohaiyo's still in a pretty good position.
Yes, smoke ran out.
He's going to randomly blink, lasso, Scandal, right there behind him. However, and then he jumps into the middle of the front rollty. Can he get doomed as well? The flame rate starts to burn on top of Team Empire and Net. Well, he's taken through a lot of this. Remember, he's got the Aegis Immortal. Even if he dies right now, what really about has been lost? The puck is down, the Doom will join him, and the stun too short than 3-4-3. Look at the difference in net worth. He got 9.5k over on the Invoker to the 5.9k of the Doombringer. That's the difference. Now, well, Finger of Death drops that dead very, very quickly. Ohaiyo hardly even controlled him. Now Scandal, well, he'll actually have a nice little combination here. The Dream Call into the call down behind the Lion. The 3-4-3's down, but Net just turns on the Enrage. Chase up after Afterlife. They can't do anymore. Scan back into the fight. And the Impetus damage, that's long enough. Net will take a fall. You still have this pesky Invoker.
I feel like the other items, like I mentioned, the Aghanims, the Force Staff, and the Gem, these are the 3 most important items that they want to get on the Night Stalker and the Bat.
Like I agree with. I mean, just looking at Empire's vision right now, they have complete. A lot of that goes back to they've got complete control of this Radiant jungle now in terms of wards. So that's something that the Gem on Batrider can at least help deal with.
X, they're going after Afterlife, but you don't have yourself a Finger of Death. So there's no burst damage against the Doombringer. Plus he's got 1600 life. Triggers off the drums and 3-4-3. Maposhka right behind him. Impetus damage galore. You'll need one more, and that's it. Hadouken almost trying to steal it there from Afterlife. Not going to happen. Get too early. Maybe he realizes what's also happening. So he's just on the run, and there's your blink. He'll get away from Scandal. They'll actually send through Dream Coil, and the damage. Okay, they use Glimpse. He probably would have died anyway to the Dream Coil track.
All the last few pickoffs that happened around the area.
Oh, Yulsep is actually going to bring the Batrider in a position where you can glimpse it back just far enough. The Scandal could try and make a play. TP out, there's no Dream Coil, but they have more than enough damage to get the kill on the Batrider.
Play split up, try and get your farm, finish these core items, but you can't be getting picked off as you do so, but with Empire's fantastic vision, they're finding pickoffs.
Well, 3-4-3, Sunstrike, right on top of empties, and this creates a lot more space. 3-4-3, however, going to get glimpsed back in again. He does have his son of now. Okay, no, he doesn't.
He tries it again.
Bit ambitious. He's okay with
My
that.
Stalker has to give the Bat Rider the vision.
Here they come. So the vision inside the pit, they see everything Batrider. He goes for Ranch, Truckroller goes down, but already Ranch, he's getting fully clipped up by Ohaiyo. And Afterlife, he got pushed up on the hillside. He can't worthy, maybe he can throw a couple of pebbles down there. He doomed up net, but there's no follow through. So you've actually got two heroes. He's still burning inside the firefight. It's not enough damage, or is it? With a flame break, yeah, he's gonna burn out. They're taking out 3 heroes of Team Empire. Fnatic will make it 4 as the Enchantress runs away, but net back into it. Ursa will end the unstoppable streak, and even the oh my god. Oh, good play, Roshan. Scandal. It looks like he's trying to go for a bit of a long play. Roshan just got killed by the dart.
He got the last.
He actually killed it with the orb. No, Fnatic only have one observer of their own, but they've got a nice shot.
Yeah, DJ is the
3-4-3, Oscar, primary target, stepping far, pushing him down, but not down far enough. As Net, BKB as well as Branch going to work. Afterlife taking him fall pretty quickly. Net needs a little bit more damage, just 7 stacks, they'll lose the Aegis, the Immortal. While the Gyro and the Puck, they're picking up the rest of Fnatic on the back line. The Blinker Wave will be coming out from Net, and maybe now he'll try and mow down Afterlife. He'll get it as well, but now completely isolated underneath the Empire lineup. And Fnatic is just another one of the fights where the
Other things that Fnatic need to wait for before they make their next big move.
They find an opening, and Ohio's going to jump. Fire through, drag it back a little bit further into the Sunstrike, and they have enough damage.
That is actually one tankier Enchantress.
Net's going to jump in now and do the work. So they will kill off Roshan. This is Aegis and Cheese Mayo. Trying to find a little bit of space. Pull down, goes to work. Aegis will go to the hand of Net. Cheese. It gets into the hands of Ramsey. He's also got the butterfly, but again Ohio trying to clip him, and he's going to be able to do it. BKB or not, he's stuck up there. And now he'll pick up, well, actually, nope, they'll take out the line. Ursa not too healthy. First the Immortal.
Gyro's no TP. Can't get out.
That's the problem. He's going to drop the cheese. So someone can give him a TP troll. So he... Wow. With the damage of Glimpse. Yep, there he goes. Glimpse on the Invoker. Yules doesn't cancel that one. In fact, he's going to self-Yules. And can't invoke anything to get himself out of that fight. So...
Oh my god, is Empire actually gonna...
be a tier 2 tower. If they can get the buyback from the Invoker and delay that side device of his, might be even better unless that's meant to be defensively considered. DJ caught out. They don't have glimpse because the silence over on DPR and TJ, man, he gets locked in time. He's trying to drop Gem on the high ground to someone else, or Fnatic can try. Here comes Fnatic.
Oh, this has to work.
There's all 5 heroes of Empire. They're ready. They're waiting. Batride's in the middle. It's a blink last loop. Flanking over Ramsey. There's Net. Goes to work over on the puck. They already got the structure down with the finger. Get the hit Gyrocopter as well. He couldn't get the cheese up in time, and Afterlife slowed down by the ice ball of the Invoker. They just can't work. They have to back out.
And there's still a buyback. They're gonna lose their Rex.
Yep. I bet
I guess
really
the call is not to buyback.
You got no recall. Like, okay, King R is the most exposed. The impetus damage on the mid line should drop down to half-life. And just, okay, yeah, they're gonna try and avoid the buyback. Doom's up in 3 seconds time. They don't have fortification still, so the range rack will fall. And with a glimpse on the DJ, Fnatic may be forced to fight. DJ's just going to try and TP out, not going to have the internal play there. So DJ will be the sacrifice.
Well, I kind of...
And they keep the melee racks alive.
Yeah, I kind of expected them to lose the mid.
But there's no stun to keep him in range of the EMP.
Oh, they see the bat.
Gonna get him. There's your Doom. Stream Trial as well. Ohaiyo. Oh, he'll go down. And at the same time, okay, wow. That Invoker just wrecked the don't see the opening, and now Ohaiyo.
Oh, Doom?
Afterlife is probably the only one they can reach here. And there it is. Blink, lasso, but the Dream Call is going to keep Ohaiyo actually absolutely nowhere. He's got his BKB up. They'll force off him out right now. Actually, that is an Aghanim's ulti from the puck. And Ohio's going to go down because when he got the stun and he tried to run himself out of here. That intended damage. They've got to stop this, but Candle, 2 are up. There's going to have to buyback out from the Doombringer, but that damage is still there from the Enchantress, so he just uses the rest of his teammates as human sheep for him anymore.
They're gonna try and steal the Roshan.
3 for 3. He can actually blink into almost ravaged right now to catch out 3 heroes. The call out on the way, definitely blast finger, Jet Disruptor. He's flipped and will burn to the meteor. But Roshan, 600 life. The Sunstrike will hit, but Roshan explodes went by another tornado up by mid one. Does he have the control? He does. Twist down the ice ball, 3 for 3. Burns the Aegis model, which is in the hands of the Enchantress. The last 2 Ramses put him up on the hillside so he can. He'll actually consume the cheese. But he's stuck on a very advanced spot. Like so low and the Force Spear is still in there to finish the jump. Ramsey, where do you go? Like you're locked in here. DJ's still fighting over on the side, but Ramsey just has to burn. A double kill will be there for mid one. 3 heroes down for Ram himself an opening. Scandal was the first thing he was going to get. The Observable actually sees him going in. He's got blink off cooldown, and he blinks and instantly attacks the Enchantress. The Sunstrike, it's going to be enough to get the kill. This will open up the mid-racks, and they can go for any other lane with no tier 2 towers up, and Empire just they buy back. They need to defend this, but they're out of position. The Dara comes off, has the BKB up, but Net's all over him. Ramsey, the damage output, even forced off out the line will go down to Dara Cup. Feels the flank at him first damage, but Net will die underneath the tier 1 towers. A little bit too deep there. He needs to live.
Against Knight.
They're going to disrupt the Glimmer Caves himself to get back into the base. So Ohaiyo is on the hunt with a haste rune. Going to get tuned up as well as Dreamcall. They'll take the stun and then see if they can push Ohaiyo far enough away to survive. But TJ locked inside that disruptor ulti. They're going to lose too.
Great initiation from Life. If Empire ever get the initiation in these fights, they got it.
They got the racks.
Objective achieved. That's what it's all about.
A fight where Empire get the jump is a fight Empire will win every single time. Like getting a Doom on the bat right before he lassos, that just shouldn't happen if you're Fnatic.
That is so ballsy if they can do it. DJ's going to give it to him. So they can see it. BKB, trigger the Lincoln Spear. And well, no lasso, too much damage. He'll take the stun as well from the Dream Call. The BKB is one off. And Ohio's going to go down. He did soak up the Doom as well. But just because like Ohio's the one initiating and he keeps soaking up Doom, he keeps soaking up different abilities. But it looks like he's going to give it to Net. He'll take the Aegis Immortal and DJ holds onto the cheese. Reveals the smoke and instantly into darkness.
Yep.
They still see Disruptor, silenced, Void. Can they get a pick off? Okay, the ball stop up. They let the last two go off and they got Ramsey. Right back handle. He's looking for more. The Deathly Blast making it difficult. Ramsey throws down low Ranger. Keep it in mind. He turns on the Titanic. Instantly up in live. The damage is ridiculous. DJ almost down to just the impedance as well. Then back into the fighting while he wants Ramsey, but he will not get it.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, the damage is huge, but you still really had such a big advantage in the game. And what do you really lose here if you're Fnatic? Like,
Radiant's middle tower
Empire is still being very tentative about pushing up. The Tornado just, okay, didn't actually pick up most of the creep wave, but the Meatball should be able to do a lot of that work.
And if you're Empire, you are scared of a batrider buyback. Okay, so it's on cooldown, never mind. So
yeah, it's just the Earth who's got it currently, so they don't know this. And now, well, Silence from Scandal. Jumping on top of DJ, he'll take the stun, but then 3-4-3 jumps in, finger again, Ramsey! He's still got the rapier, and it's down! It's on the deck! Somebody pick it up! It's still on the ground! Net! Oh boy! Where is it? No, they're out there! We'll find it in a moment!
Night
Soccer has rapier. Okay, so DJ's got the damage. Empire has it all gone horribly wrong. The damage from the Enchantress almost killing off mid one, but DJ, he's pumping out almost 600 a pop, and the Enchantress hides the tree line. I think she dies from this fall even. Yep, she does. Hits the ground. Gems come back the way of Empire.
I can't blame you for that.
Oh, they're gonna go for this. Like they may be considering the GG push. Oh yeah, the creeper can push up to mid, then you go for something else. Afterlife. Oh, he's caught out. DJ, Sans will disrupt it. He does not want to have that home down. And they're gonna get the kill, and goodbye Doombringer. Buyback is off cooldown.
Jarrow's too light for this fight, so...
Lion's also not there. I'm just gonna flag that one too. They're missing one of their big heavy disables. And Empire, well, fortification's down. Now they're gonna drop the ball and the ulti over on mid one. Support moving forward as they get the drink ball off as well. Mid one not looking too healthy. He's going to die. And Ramsey's only BKBs and he had anything here. But the rest of Empire is ready to attack on the bot lane. It's like they are looking for a pick off. just to create space and say hello to your rapier. Goes through BKB, and the Enchantress is a major attack also goes through BKB. Source of point, Ramsey comes out, secondary, Rapier to be given over, Ramsey is down! The Rapier is on the deck, pick up a second one, why don't you? Scandal can't pick up, and he's got it. It's in his hands right now. Net's in a little bit of trouble, Doom's up, but Arflux is being pushed out. Mid one's doing some work, and Net, the Storm, got enough to kill him off. 3-4-3 attempting to denial, but really Empire, you've lost too much now. They're picking out the top racks. They can have a crack at it. The Yules on the deck. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. That was so Puck could at least give the Rapier back over again to the Gyrocopter, but he can't buy back. Yeah. So top racks will go down. Roshan becomes available.
It's well worth
at least you want to
back.
force the buyback.
Yeah, force the buyback. Yeah. On Fnatic's side, you have buybacks yourself to fall back on it. They're just pushing this very cautiously. Board Spirit's in front.
Afterlife, jump forward. There's the BKB to go. Ohaiyo needs a good target. Finger of Death already gone on Afterlife, dropping him down to one side of his life. So strike good off target, but the damage to TJ is still so huge. You block your Doom bringing him. Scandal will join him as well in the Afterlife. Phase shift will only delay the inevitable as TJ, he's just munching on everyone. He'll move over towards Scandal. The sun's there, but there it is. Good game, well played. Fnatic will 2-0 out Team Empire. And it looks like Whitewashes is the name of the game here in our primary stream for the ESL 1 Manila.
A lot of long, close games, so it's crazy to think, like, all 2-0s, but none of the series felt like they were the clear cut. Even, like, looking at, like, Liquid versus Wings, for example, just before this, was like, Wings really tested them. Every single series today has been neck and neck, and Fnatic into the semifinals.
Yeah.
Really great showing from them.
So they get themselves a wonderful day off. Empire will go into the burner, having to play in one of the last 2 series tomorrow night. Of course, for all that information, you can check out all your wonderful